Welcome back to Sommelier, your tastemaker for every little thing. And we did it, y'all. We made it through 2024. What a wonderful year it's been. And now it's time for my favorite part of the year, which is recapping some of my favorite things that happened this year for y'all with images and pictures. So let's see how far we get. But starting off strong, I have a whole video on this, but let's start with my favorite book of 2024. And my favorite book of 2024 was absolutely Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I have literally an entire video about all my favorite reads of the year and why, and I explain in depth why I thought Kingdom of Ash was my favorite book of the year and why. I know it's kind of a little bit gimmicky. I know it's a very popular read amongst a lot of people, and I want y'all to know I'm a real reader for real, but this book was good. It was good. It took a lot of effort to get there, but it was absolutely worth it. It was worth it. I liked it. Anyway, I have a whole video on this, so check it out right over here if you're interested. But yeah, favorite reader 2024, started off strong right off the bat, Kingdom of Ash. And I've got my notes over here, so forgive me if you see me looking to the side. But my next one I've got for y'all is my favorite wine of 2024. And actually, which is a surprise to me, my favorite wine of 2024 is a red. It's gonna go to Dakota Shy. It's their, I wanna say it's their 2012 Devereaux. I'll give like the exact name right here, but I ended up buying it when I went to go visit Dakota Shy, which I also have a video of over here when my Napa Valley winery tour or guide, what did I call it? The ultimate guide to Napa Valley wine tasting. Anyway, we went to Dakota Shy. My favorite bottle of wine and my favorite glass of wine too came from their vineyard this year. It was incredible, super smooth. I'm super excited to bust it open for a special occasion. But yeah, that was like notable for me. If you guys are interested in something high quality, I would definitely say this bottle of Dakota Shy wine, which I think is a little bit of like an unknown secret. So that's that. My other favorite my favorite wine of the year goes to Belcar Salmon, once again, as a sparkling wine. I know Veuve Clicquot is popular. I know Veuve Clicquot Rich is popular. If I had done this in 2022, if I had done this in like 2022, it probably would have gone to Veuve Clicquot Rich, but we are in 2024 now, almost 2025, and Belcar Salmon continues to reign supreme for me. It's my favorite sparkling wine ever. It's pretty incredible. I would say, well, I'm gonna do like a whole episode on like Valentine's Day rosés, like for you guys, but anyway, I'm gonna give my favorite Valentine's Day rosé. It's the same thing as last year, and I'll do a video on this, but it's, see, you know, the name's escaping me. I did a whole, I talked about it in my champagne episode, but Rosa Regale, that's what it's called, Rosa Regale. That's also still my favorite sparkling red, if anyone's interested. But yeah, those are my favorite wines of the year. I would have to say my favorite spirit of the year I had when I went to Mexico, and I had this mezcal right here. It was like a teeny tiny bottle that came in the wine fridge when I went to Mexico this year, and it really just stood out. It was so clear, it was so crisp, it was strong, and I love mezcals, and I am a habitual mezcal drinker. But yeah, this one right here was pretty great. It stood out to me. In addition to that though, surprisingly enough, I say this to anyone that asks me, but Casamigos actually has a surprisingly delicious mezcal that is super, like pretty affordable. I think it's 40 bucks a bottle. I get it from Costco. Super great. Again, standout of the year. I haven't had a better one. Let's see if I do this again in 2025 to 2026. If I do this again, but standout of the year still is the Casamigos mezcal, and then this mezcal I had when I visited Mexico. So both outstanding. So yeah, those are my favorite spirits. Continuing forward, favorite hotel experience of 2024. So I have a whole, again, I've made a lot of videos this year apparently of my favorite things, but again, it's gonna go to my favorite hotel experience is gonna go to the villa I stayed at in Costa Rica for my birthday. I have a whole video on my personal YouTube channel if you guys are interested, if you wanna see the whole shebang of everything I did there. But that I feel like is a little bit of a cheat. It's like a villa, and it's a kind of a more bespoke experience than just like a regular hotel. So I would have to say though, for regular hotels, my favorite of the year 2024 has to be Nomade Holbox, which is where I spent my actual birthday. So I went to Costa Rica for my birthday trip with some of my closest friends, again, video over there. But for my actual birthday is over Mother's Day weekend, and everyone's usually too busy. So what I did, I went to Mexico for a couple days with a good friend of mine, and it was like my favorite time of the entire year. It was everything I wanted. It's Holbox is an island off the coast of Mexico. Like if you fly into Cancun, you drive an hour north, and then you have to take a 30-minute ferry. After you do all of those things, you will get to Holbox, and there's a Nomade hotel. And Nomade, if you're familiar with Tulum, they have a really popular hotel there as well, which is actually how I found out about it. I was in Tulum. I visited Nomade for dinner. I loved it. For my birthday, I was looking for something special. I saw they had a sister location in Holbox. I didn't know much about Holbox, but I went, and it was incredible. I had a room right on the water. I felt like for what I paid for, it was quite cost efficient. It was hot. The water was super cool because the water's super shallow, so you can walk almost a mile into the water and it's still about ankle to knee height. It was magical. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And I would recommend it to anyone. So it's probably my favorite hotel experience of the year, Nomade Holbox. And then also, this is again not gonna become a big surprise to a lot of people who've been there, but in Miami, the Fontainebleau in Miami. I actually went to the Blue for work and I had never been there before. I've been to Miami before and I'd stayed at the W hotels every time I had gone. Never stayed at the Blue, but the Blue impressed me. I didn't know what to expect, and everyone told me, oh my gosh, that's such a nice hotel. And they were lying. That's a nice hotel. I really, really enjoyed my stay there. So those are my 3 favorites of the year: the Villa in Costa Rica, Fontainebleau, and the Nomade Holbox, for anyone that's looking for a really sweet, sexy, cost-efficient, well, maybe not for the Blue, but yes, sweet, sexy, cost-efficient stay. I would say those 3 for sure. So those are my favorite hotel stays of the year. My favorite glam hack of the year is actually right over here. It is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So I am a Pat McGrath purist. I use Pat McGrath foundations for the past, I don't even know, maybe 3 years, and I absolutely adore that foundation. And I had only tried this because during the Sephora sale, it was Sephora sale, it's discounted. I figured it's a good time to try new things. This right here has completely revolutionized my makeup. My makeup looks so smooth. My makeup looks so it's like a perfect match. Like every foundation, you're doing the best you can to get like in the vicinity of your same skin tone. You might mix foundations. This is the closest thing I've found to like a real true match to my skin tone. I don't know, I think it just matches the undertones or something. I don't know, but if anyone's like interested or thinking about it, this right here is worth the money every single time. I actually noticeably got more compliments on my makeup after I started wearing this foundation. People were like, oh my gosh, it's so even. I don't understand. What did you do differently? And I'm like, well, I guess it's this. Shoot, I don't know. But yes, the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation is my 2024 beauty hack for anyone that's looking for a beauty hack. Like I'm a beauty girl. I love the makeup. I love the hair. I would have to say the thing that was the most advantageous to me this year was definitely the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It comes in a range of shades, so check it out if you're interested. I would say as like a secondary, I did buy the Beyonce Sacred products. They are really good. I have a little bit more length retention of my hairs. I've been using them since I want to say April, and I've got a lot more length retention. I'm really happy with my curl pattern. I also use the Aveda products in like at the same time as the Beyonce products, and they are expensive, but you know, sometimes you get what you pay for. Like you pay a little bit more money, you get a little bit better of a result. So I would say those 2 things, the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, the Aveda products, and the Sacred products are my like favorite beauty hacks of 2024. Now, next is my favorite fragrance of 2024. So that's gonna go to Vanilla Skin by Fleur. So I have a whole episode again. I clearly am making a video of all my favorite things with this channel, but I have a whole episode on all my favorite fragrances and how I break them into seasons and everything. But I have to say this one right here, it snuck up on me. I smelled it because another girl at the gym had smelled it and I was like, oh my God, is that a candle? Like, what is that? She's like, no girl, you can go pick it up at the Sephora right here. It's Fleur Vanilla Skin. And I bought it and I have been wearing it absolutely nonstop. I actually gifted this to a family member of mine this year and she has been gifting it nonstop. She smelled me walking by and was like, what is that? It's one of those, like, it's obviously been extremely popular, but again, I'm just so grateful that I found it. It's my absolutely favorite fragrance of the year. I would say honorable mention to favorite fragrance of the year is gonna go to, I think it's gonna go to Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. I again gifted that, the male fragrance equivalent of that, to my brother this year. He's a really big fan. I really love the femme scents, the Eau de Parfum scents for women. It just smells expensive. I don't know. I don't know, it just smells expensive. So those 2 are probably my 2 favorite fragrances of 2024, and I'm really grateful I came upon them, and I'm super excited to see what my next favorite fragrance is next year, because frankly, these are hard to beat. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. All right, and that wraps it up. I guess this was gonna be a little bit short and sweet. I'm so grateful for y'all. As you can see, I've been really putting a lot of effort into sommelier this year, even though it's very, very new. I'm super excited about all the things that this channel, I've got excited for the ideas I have for this channel, and I'm excited for all the things, the community we might be able to build together in 2025. Like, YouTube is not for the weak of heart. I gotta say, like, sometimes I feel like I'm talking into the void and just hoping that eventually people might start to respond, but I feel really optimistic. I'm really, really passionate about this topic. I feel like I don't know, I get to make videos about some of my favorite things. I'm really excited for what, you know, my hopes and my belief in this channel will bring in 2025. And I want to thank you, my 246 subscribers, for sticking with me as, you know, I kind of get things rolling and kind of form the idea of what this channel should be. But I'm grateful, I'm excited, and let's see what 2025 has in store, y'all. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's good to me, and I hope it's good to you too. Alrighty, friends, please like and subscribe. Please, I cannot continue to make this content without people liking and subscribing. So thank you so much for doing that. And y'all have a good new year. Have a wonderful year. I cannot wait for all the exciting stuff I've got planned for you. And I will see y'all in 2025. Happy New Year, friends. I'll see you there. Bye.